Welcome back, my viewers. And in this short video, we'd like to talk about fulfilling your true potential. Now, do you read manuals? Any manufacturer of a piece of equipment, call it a fridge, a microwave, a television, a toaster, a sewing machine, a washing machine, any, name them, gives you a manual when you buy their product. When you open that manual, the first thing you read is, before plugging in this product, read this manual carefully. But most of us don't, right? Yeah, I don't know why. Then if you turn to the first page of the manual, you find a description of the product. And often there could be a picture as well, describing the various parts and what they can do. Now, the next page usually tells you what you can expect from the product. Finally, they tell you, if something goes wrong with this product, do not fix it yourself. Take it to a qualified technician who has the certification from this manufacturer to fix it. If you don't, the warranty on this product will be null and void. Now, God manufactured a product. The Bible says in the book of Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 20, now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Apostle Paul has this acknowledgement that it is God who has done this, and it is according to his power that is at work within us. So, in other words, taking you back to our description, if you want a piece of equipment to operate to its optimum or maximum potential, you have to follow the manufacturer instruction. Now, if you don't follow the instruction, you may damage the product, or at least you won't know what you can expect from it. Only if you can follow the instruction can you expect the product to meet the demands that are specified by the manufacturer. Demands that equal what the manufacturer designed and built into the product. Now, God has his instructional manual. And we are excellent, complexly designed. We are tremendously built, put together pieces of equipment. And God also tells us that the potential of this equipment called human being is enormous. When God first presented this piece of equipment called man, something went wrong somewhere. Because instead of taking it back to the manufacturer to be fixed, we took it to a second-rate, second-class, and skilled technician. And that was Satan. And look what he did. He murdered the job. The first Adam failed, but the second Adam came to fix the mistake of the first Adam. Now, we submitted God's equipment and product to Satan, and who is an unauthorized dealer with no genuine parts. So that is the first Adam. But God loved so much us that he, even though the warranty had run out, he decided to take back the product. John chapter 3 verse 16. Though someone else has tried to fix us and he messed us up, God is starting it all over again. and he's putting in his own parts. God is rebuilding and remaking us. He knows us better than anybody else because he is our creator. His word, the Bible, reveals much about his attitude towards our potential. Now, the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female. He created them. In other words, God sees you and I in his own image as being in his class because he made you in his image. You have the potential to be in the class of God. You have the Spirit of God. You have the potential to operate like God. Then God said in verse 26, let us make man in our own image and in our likeness. So when God made you in his likeness, he did not make you to just look like him. He made you to function like him. That's what likeness means, literally. When God therefore created you, he made you therefore to operate like him. What does that mean here then? If you and I are not functioning like God, then we are malfunctioning. Because God wired and designed you to function like him. How does God function? Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. So God functions by faith. You and I were designed to operate by faith. His word says, and the just shall live by faith. So our potential therefore needs faith in order to be maximized. So God sees you in the potential, having the potential to dominate, to rule, and to subdue the whole earth. Because he says, rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air and over every living creature that moves on the ground. So God created you to rule over the earth and everything that creeps in it. He will never demand anything of you he didn't already build in you. So that's if the earth in any way is dominating I and you, friends and believers, then it means we are malfunctioning. God did not intend for you to be controlled by drugs, by money, by power, by greed. If any of these, and the list is endless, is controlling you, then it means we are living below our privilege because God has already declared it to be so. You have the ability to dominate the earth. Everything in the earth must be under our subjection. We should master it. It should not master us. You have the ability to bear fruit and reproduce after our kind. And God is calling forth something that he has already put in us. He didn't tell the man and the woman to try to be fruitful. No. He simply told them to do it. He knew they had the ability to multiply, to reproduce, and to fill the earth. And you too can reproduce yourself. He always presses the potential inside you before he calls it forth. Whatever God's called you to do, he has already built it inside you. You are unique. You are a unique generation. You have the ability to imagine and plan to do things. God gave you the ability to imagine and to bring into being anything that you and I desire. Now, if you read the passage in Genesis 11, verse 6, there is a group of people who imagine that they can do the impossible and reach to heaven. The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, they are building a pillar, a tower, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. In other words, he stopped them by confusing their language because he couldn't stop their potential. They had the potential to go up. And you have the same potential God sows in those people. If you decide to do something and you believe in it hard enough and commit yourself to work for it long enough, nothing in the universe can stop you to do that. That's what God is saying. If you want to do something, God already said you can do it. Only if you lack the commitment to follow after your dream, will your dream remain unfinished. So your potential to do and to plan anything is in you. And you will believe, if you believe it, you'll be able to get hold of it. Because you have the potential to believe impossibilities can be possibility. Thank you for watching. See you next time as you work on your potential and see to it that it is fulfilled. God bless you.